Konnichiwa, collectors. So what we have here is an Aoshima branded model. It's of a Nissan Skyline R31 generation, which is the 7th generation of Skyline. And that car was sold between 1985 and 1990. And I suppose it was loosely based on the Nissan Laurel platform. That's what Wikipedia is telling me, at least. There's a couple engine choices varying between a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder up to a 3 liter inline 6. But the one that's really popular is a 2 liter turbocharged inline 6, which is actually, I believe, this car, which I think is a trim level called the GTS-R, which is the ultimate version of this R31 generation. The GTS-R came out in 1987, and a little over 800 of them were made for homologation for Group A touring car racing. And some of the upgrades in that car were a bigger turbocharger, tubular exhaust manifold, a larger intercooler, and that stuff got the car up to a little over 200 horsepower. And then racing versions apparently had over 400 horsepower, which is pretty impressive. And there's some racing cred for this R31. In Australia, it won the 1989 Sandown 500, and then also the 1990 Australian Touring Car Championship. So pretty neat. So let's take a look. It seems like this is a brand new in package. I don't think that tape's ever been broken. I just bought it at a used toy shop here locally, and frankly I didn't even know who made it. But one thing I don't like about eBay is some of the prices, but one thing I do like is you can use it as a good resource to research things. So I just looked up 164 R31 Skyline, and it turns out this is from a Japanese television series called Abunai Deka, which in English translates to Dangerous Detectives. And I guess it was a Japanese TV show, a drama aired on Nippon television between 1986 and 1987. So a 2-year run. It was basically about a pair of detectives working in the Kanagawa Prefectural Police. This is all coming from Wikipedia, guys. I knew none of this. So anyways, let's get into the model here. I gotta take it off the base here. This is only my second R31. And I do hate wheels like this. It's quite common with this Aoshima brand where they're blanked off. But I think this still might be the best 1/64 scale Skyline R31 that I've ever seen. So that's why I bought it. So yeah, the wheels look miserable because those aren't hollow there. Even if they were hollow, these are some ugly wheels. But I guess this is 1985, that mid-1980s, late 1980s. The door handles are really nice though. You can actually see a little dot for the key. It's a different door handle from the rear. And then you got the reflector sticking out. It's not just flat, it's actually sticking out as well. And then the black rubber molding here is painted really nice. And then there's a little depression here for this body line here. Same with down here. The silver paint is pretty nice too. I guess it's like a dark silver, maybe a gunmetal. Not sure what the camera's, what's gonna show up on YouTube. Okay, so the windows here, you got some silver paint going around the molding of the windows. Some mirror blobs, but no paint there. It's fine. Come to expect that from this brand. But look at these lights, they're cool. I mean, they're almost like hypnotizing. So there's like red circles, and then there's plastic in front of those red circles, right? So hopefully you can see. It's almost like they're lit up. They look like they're illuminated. It's kind of crazy. Where's that light coming from? I'm wondering if it might be attached to this plastic here, and the light being absorbed by this plastic might be running into that red. Or that's weird. It's really strange. They literally look illuminated to me. I'm not sure again if YouTube's gonna show that. Okay, so on this side, you'll notice the panel gaps are pretty good. They're not super wide, so that's good. No quality problems, so that's good as well. Let's see, is this, no, nothing. Aoshima very often doesn't even put their name on the bottom. There's no year of manufacture or copyright or anything. So that's too bad. I have no idea when this model came out. The treads are really nice though. Very cool. They're rubbery. I'll try to remember. There, it rolls. Okay, so if you guys need to have a rolling car. Okay, so we got a license plate, and that's very accurate to the TV show. Some orange painted here for the, I'm guessing these must be the turn signals, or maybe they're just reflectors. They might be reflectors. Maybe the turn signals are here in the corners. But look at these headlights. It's pretty cool because you can see a light bucket of the two different bulbs back there. So that's neat. There's some black paint here in this grill. It would have been nice to have a texture there, I think. And then some black again here. Alright, so going to the top. This is a nice model. Well, I guess to nitpick, there's some orange peel back here, but I have a suspicion this model's pretty old. It's going to be at least, I would guess, at least 5 years old, but again, I'm not really sure. But it's nice. I mean, I've kind of grown used to seeing paint rash on cars, but I don't see it here, so. And then being a police car, they have that little weird magnetic police light, so it's pretty cool. So I wonder if that's just crazy glued on, if it can be knocked off. Okay, so anyways, like most Aoshimas, this is the black interior of detail loss. Let's pull out the flashlight and see what's going on in there. Yeah, see, there's nice molded in details, but Aoshima shoots himself in the foot and just masks it with this black plastic. And look at the real car. I think the real car has like a gray interior. So you'll see in a second as I compare it to the real photo. Okay, so initial impressions, it's pretty nice. So here you can unscrew it, so if you want to spray paint that interior you could. Exhaust tips are alright, I guess. Anyways, it's nice. I like it. It's better than the other R31 I have, which is by UCC Coffee. Now it's a freebie with some coffee cans, so I can't expect that to be really great. But it seems like these are those two crazy detectives here. And if you look at the license plate, let me focus on the model. Yeah, this model is representing that car. You know, it doesn't have the light on the top, but I guess these guys are just chilling out and slacking off for the day. They're not chasing someone down right now. So the mirrors, I guess, should have been black. But yeah, if you look at the texture in the grill, it would have been nice to maybe have that some sort of crosshatch pattern or something in there. But it's nice to see the license plate. And just to let you know, in my research, there are at least two other, maybe three other castings in this series made by Aoshima. There was a Safiro, there was and the Leopard, maybe it's just two. So there's a Nissan Safiro, which I think may have been known as a Maxima in the West, and then the Nissan Leopard, or is it Toyota Leopard? I don't know, but I can't recall, sorry. I'm also noticing there's some black paint here around the windows here, so that's good. Anyways, alright, let's put it up on the spinny machine here. And then I'm going to pull out this UCC coffee. I bought this and I reviewed this a while back as well. So, you know, the UCC just had painted on taillights. So that's the distracting factor about a UCC thing. Also, it has no clear windows. I don't think there's no interior on the UCC. It's just a blacked out, you know, greenhouse. But I do notice that the UCC has molded in wiper blades. Granted, they're not painted black or anything like that. But the Aoshima has no indication of wiper blades. Although, then again, I don't see any wiper blades on the photo of the real car either, so they might be hidden underneath that hood. So that might be excusable. But yeah, this Aoshima has the coolest taillights I think I've seen in 164 because they literally look illuminated. It's pretty cool. I don't know how that happened there. It's but anyways, so I'm gonna let it spin another half turn. So if you want to pause it and compare. And actually, look at the wheels of this UCC coffee. There is actually air between those spokes. So this free model from a UCC coffee has better wheels than this thing that someone had to pay for. Mainly me. Okay, so anyways, it's interesting to expand my Nissan Skyline collection. This is not my favorite generation of Skyline, but it's also not the worst. So, okay, well anyways, if you guys are trying to complete a Skyline, chassis collection, you might want to look this up. It's called Abunai Deka, but mainly the models are made by Aoshima. So if you looked up like Aoshima Skyline R31, you might pull this up on eBay or just do a search on the internet. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.